West Tigers fans, NRL fans, whoever the heck you are, we just got our 2026 NRL draw and it looks absolutely awesome. Today we're breaking down each and every round, especially for the West Tigers, and what that actually means and how we're going to come away with a top 8 win this year, baby. Let me know, what is one matchup that you're really excited to see? Obviously, really pumped to see all of them, but what is one that you are so stoked to see? My name is Geordie. I'm a diehard West Tigers fan who lives and breathes all things black, orange, and white, and the NRL. And if you love the Tigers, if you love footy as much as I do, smash that like and subscribe button if you love daily content. So, Tigers fans, we have gotten our official draw. This is on the Daily Telegraph because West Tigers have not updated their news section just yet, and so this is where I'm pulling it from. This is the latest thing that just came out, so I know for a fact that is legit. And so, West Tigers versus Cowboys at Leichhardt for round 2 after a round 1 bye. This is going to be epic. This is kind of a ritual at this point. It's kind of just a thing that we do. We go to Leichhardt, we destroy the Cowboys. It's going to be awesome. We knew that Cowboys was definitely going to be one of our earlier matches. The big concern was it going to be here or was it going to be up there? And I'm so glad that it's here at home. Super pumped about this. This game is going to be absolutely electric. It's going to be one of those games where it's going to be a magic game. And what I mean by that is we're going to see tries coming out of nowhere. We're going to see plays come out of nowhere. And we're really going to see the true spirit of what it means to be a West Tiger. And I'm so pumped about that. Round 3 is a big one at Polytech Stadium. That's going to be against South Sydney Rabbitohs. And this one's going to be a big game. We know that they're a really solid team under great leadership, and that, they have been a winningest team for years and years. And so when we come into this game, we need to make sure our head's on the swivel and we play good eyes-up footy that is also prepared to play a fast game. Now, we know that South loves to play a nice fast-paced game, and so we've got to make sure that we're on our toes, getting back on our line. And I've just got to take a second. Is it crazy that we're talking footy already? Like, we're nearly through this off-season. We're coming up. March is going to be the game, and we already got preseason coming through. I'm just so stoked that we're talking footy, but back to it. Rabbitohs, man, it's going to be a big game, and we're just going to make sure we're on our best A game coming off of the Cowboys and coming off of our round 1 bye. Go Media Stadium. This is going to be against the Warriors. This one's going to be a tough game. We're traveling. They're a tough team. They have body, they have speed, they have strength. They've got everything that you would want a good team to have, and it's on the road for us. So this is going to be the game. I'm going to be quite truthful. It's going to take a lot of grit, a lot of guts, and a lot of dedication to come away with this win. And I know we can do it. We've done it in the past before, and I know we can do it again. It's just going to make sure that, hey, we are locked in, we are playing well. And honestly, I wouldn't be mad if we had a rainy game. We'd seem to do a lot better in the rain against the Warriors than they do against us in the rain. So I don't know, I'd be down for that. So round 5 is a big one. It's up against Para, Combank Stadium. So here we've had 3 away games in a row. Combank, kind of a home away from home, if you will, but it's still not Leichhardt. It's still not the Hill. But this is going to be a big game. We know this is a rivalry game going up against Para, man. Like, this is crosstown rival type stuff. This is where legends are built. This is where fans are converted, and I'm just so pumped for this game. Para's going to go up with a good fight this year. I really do think so. They're going to go out with a really good fight. They're going to be one of the teams I think that we want to be extremely careful with, and they're going to be pretty deadly. They've got some nice signings coming through. They've got some young guns coming through, but more importantly, they want to win, and they have been a winningest team in the past, but I feel like, they're going to take it up a notch this year, and so we got to be really careful about that and make sure we're on our A game. My goodness, I'm just too pumped. Big game. Campbelltown Stadium. The curse at Campbelltown is going to be broken. I am talking about that right now. April 18th, West Tigers are coming out. We are breaking the curse. This is going to be one of those games, though. We have to make sure we're playing good footy. Like, this is going to be probably one of our toughest games of the season. Broncos, Raiders. Their next 2 games are going to be tough games, man. Like, if we thought Warriors was tough, we got to watch out, man. We know people like Reece Walsh are going to be running circles around us if we're not careful. We got to make sure that we're stopping those outside backs. That's where a lot of their bread and butter is. Playing people like Reece Walsh, running those overlaps overlaps, things like that. They have a lot of speed. They have a lot of agility. And my goodness, do they have a lot of footy IQ. And that's going to be their bread and butter. But Campbelltown curse is being broken this year. Mark my freaking words. West Tigers versus Raiders at Leichhardt. This one is going to be so sick. Hefty team, but last year we did put a good bloody fight up against them a couple times, and honestly I'm so pumped for this game. This is going to be one where, you know, we come away and we really mark our name, one, but two, our territory, baby. Like, this is where we really prove that, hey, Leichhardt Oval is where it's at, and so far I'm loving what AR has put out rounds 2 through 8, although round 1 bye, whatever, that's a whole nother topic, but we can use that to our advantage because we're going to have to be on our tip-top shape, baby, like coming off round 1 bye, making sure we're all fully scrubbed up, we're all healed up, making sure that we're all bought into this team. If you're not, get the heck out of here right now, because this is the year that we need to be all in. No drama, no chaos, just all in. Then in round 9, this is going to be one, this is always one of my favorite games, the Sharkies, mate. Like, the Sharkies have always just been one of my favorite teams to watch us go up against. We do really well against them. They sometimes do really well against us. It's one of those games can go either way, but it's always so much fun to watch, especially at Shark Stadium. I remember back in Paul Gallen days, like, just the energy that Sharks would bring, I would honestly be so pumped. And if I didn't support the Tigers, mate, the Sharks are the next best thing for me. But obviously, we got to come out. We got to make sure that we're smacking down those big boys up front, and we're using our big force to get through their defensive line. If we can do that, that game is ours. And then, you know, running our outside backs at Taylor May and Adam Dewey, if he's out there. Not sure where they're going to put him yet. And then Jarrell Skelton and those guys out there, Sunua Taruva, like, those guys are going to be absolutely instrumental in making sure we're doing those 3rd, 4th, and 5th tackles, getting some meters up that field, creating some overlaps and gaps, and breaking through that line. Big game. Away game, Amy Parks, Melbourne Storm. We know what happened last year. We don't need to talk about this. Absolutely brutal. And I'm just hoping and praying with everything inside of me that that does not happen again. And I don't think we're going to let it happen again. We know there was so much drama happening last time. There was people missing, key players missing. There was just a lot of disconnection within the Tigers franchise, within the club. And so I know that this year is going to be completely different, and I would not be surprised if we saw a really tight game. I feel like Jerome Luai is going to come out hungry. The boys are going to come out hungry to win and put a serious fight up, and we're not going to go out without a bang, you know. And so I'm super pumped for this game. It's going to be one that is going to either end in tears or end in tears of joy. One of the two is ending in tears, but I just hope it's tears of joy. Then we move over to Suncorp, May 16th, 3 o'clock. We're going up against Manly, mate. Solid team, but no Daly Cherry Evans. He is out. I'm really intrigued to see what they do, how their cohesion is across the board, and what, you know, just the footy looks like out of Manly now that DCE is gone and he's at the Roosters. And so that's all I'm going to say about that. Thank you, Sea Eagles, for giving us a huge present, because that's what it is, man. DCE is out. Let's see what you guys can do. This is going to be an epic game, round 13. And by the way, I have not looked at these at the draw. This is all literally going down, figuring it out with you guys right now. Like, this, I haven't even looked down to see who our last game is. Like, I'm truly going through it with you. But this one, round 13, is going to be a big game. Now, we know that we've had a fair few games without a bye at this point, so I feel like we're going to be tired. Surely we got a bye coming up. Oh, my bad. 12. We just had a bye. Okay. My bad. So round 12, we get a bye. That's a really good spot to put us, because Bulldogs are going to be a big game. We know we're going up against an ex-Tiger player. That's going to be a big one. But the Bulldogs as well, like, they run a tight ship over there. Old Feely Gould, mate. Like, he knows what he's doing. And so we're going to make sure that we're really coming in hot, coming in well-rested, coming in with a lot of energy. And so I'm so glad that we have a round 12 bye. Honestly, that's where I would put it, regardless of if we had a round 1 bye or not. So I'm so pumped about that. Then we move on to CommBank. This is going to be a big bloody game, baby. Whew. Tigers versus Panthers, man. That's the jungle game, man. It's the battle of the cats. That's what this is. And this is going to be one heck of a game. We know Jerome Luai, Taruva, Taylor May. We got guys from this system going up against this system. This is going to be one of those games where, again, it's going to end in happy or sad tears. really hoping for happy tears. And yeah, as we go through the next couple of weeks, we're going to be breaking down each one of these rounds in depth. But this is going to be one that we spend a bit of time on because there's so much relatability within the two systems where you can see Jerome and Taruva and Taylor May are trying to bring that stuff over. Then because it works, it really does work. And so how do we use that to our advantage? But Nathan Cleary and his squad's going to know, like, oh, crap, like, they're going to be coming at us with this. How do they shut that down? It's going to be a battle of the heads, battle of IQ, and just a battle of skill and talent. That's what it's going to come down to. So super pumped for this game. Round 15, Leichhardt Oval, Titans. Do I even need to say more? This is a game we win easy. This is honestly a game that we need to win easily, and that's where I'm going to leave that. Round 16, Campbelltown. Again, breaking that curse, baby. We are going to be smashing the Dolphins. A really winningest team that knows how to play good footy. Got a lot of speed, a lot of strength as well. Really, really, really well-rounded team all around. And so this is a game that we really got to prepare for. Like, this is one of those games that people probably think that they're going to come out on top, but honestly, I think we're going to come out on top. I really do. And if that's the case, it's going to come down to how can we stop their speed, and then how can we put a dent in the defensive wall, and that's going to be our bread and butter that game. Round 17, big one, McDonald Jones Stadium, June 28th, mate. This is going to be a huge one. This is Knights versus West Tigers. Now, this one's going to be a big game. I truly believe this will be an absolute blowout towards the Knights. We're going to go in there, thrash them, but there's always something exciting about going on a road up to Newey and, you know, playing the Knights. Are a decent team. We know that we've got an ex-Knight player, Kai Pearce-Paul, on our team, so what does that look like going forward, man? Like, that's going to be huge. And so this is going to be one of those games where it's going to be a battle. It's going to be one of those things where Kai Pearce-Paul, like, he's got something to prove, man. He's got something to seriously go on and just absolutely destroy him with. Like, this is something that he wants to rub him in their face. So this is going to be a really good game. I'm pumped on that. Then we move to Jubilee Stadium, round 18, man. Like, Dragons versus West Tigers. This is going to be a big game as well. This is one that I'm super, super pumped about. I've always loved watching St. George Illawarra play. There, you know, ever since Jamie Soward, man, like, his kicking game, his running game, everything about him, that's always intrigued me, and I feel like St. George have definitely kept that, and so I'm pumped to break this game down more as we get closer to the game, but that is going to be one of those games where, you know, it could go either way as well, and so we just got to make sure that we are on our A game, and make sure that we're prepared well, and that's going to be a big thing this year is our preparation. What does our preparation look like, and how do we keep on that? I believe this year is going to be all about prep, and then all about actually executing. And so now I've got the West Tigers page up, and so just, you know, to get our colours in. Then we are versing the Warriors at Campbelltown, so our home game technically against the big dogs. We're going to be, again, breaking that Campbelltown curse, going up against them again, praying and hoping for a nice wet game. Like I've said before, we all know we play better in the wet against these guys. They don't do well, but they do have a lot of speed. They got a lot of body power, and that's going to be something that we're going to make sure Kai Pearce-Paul's on board for. Fonua Pole, Terrell May. These guys are ready and pumping on all 8 cylinders because we are V8s, baby. Then we move to Accor Stadium. The Doggies going up against them again. What more to say than this is going to be a huge game? And if you might see this, the times are a little bit off if you didn't know, I'm in America, so that's what's going on here. The games aren't at 5:30 for you guys. They're at 5:30 a.m. for me. Round 21, GIO down in Canberra, mate, going up against the Raiders. We all know how that went last year, but it's time to change things, man. We're going on the road. We're going to come away with a win. This is going to be this is our year. We are making top 8. I'm telling you right now. Round 22, going up against the Eels, baby. Again, this is just late in the season, this is where people are really fighting for that top 8 spot. We know what that looked like last year, and we know how that all ended. We did pretty decently, but I just feel like if we would have won a couple games that we should have won, we would have been in no problems. And so this is where things are going to be starting to get really, really hectic. We've got a few games left after this, and so we've got to make sure that we are really fighting with every ounce of our being to make sure we make that top 8. And so round 23, we got that bye, getting another 2 points. That is awesome as we go into verse Dragons at Combank. And then round 25, we're going up against Roosters, man. So this is where DCE's at. Honestly, a little bit, not nervousness, but, you know, DCE has been at Manly a long time, and so for the Roosters, I'm a little nervous. How does he fit into the system? But for us, if he fits in really well, we got to watch out because the Roosters have been an absolute unit of a team. I mean, thinking back Todd Carney, like those guys, they know how to play footy, and Roosters know how to make a great team. And the fact that they brought DC in like he just fits that mold so well. And I honestly wish we would have looked at signing him to move into our halves with Jerome. I really feel like that could have been a decent thing for a year or two. But that was just my opinion. So big game against the Roosters, and then we are going up north to hot, humid, to Queensland, baby. Up in Townsville, it's going to be a big game. We know how we do up against Cowboys. It's one of those games, you know, ever since we destroyed them in 2005, it's just a rivalry game. It's one of those games that, you know, we really love playing. And then back to CommBank versus the Panthers for round 27 for our last round of the regular season. And then we move into the finals. And I believe, man, like if we can come out truly looking back at this draw, this is a win. I really, truly believe we can win this. This one is going to be close. If it's a wet game, we got it. If it's not, we really got to make sure, since coming off a bye, we're going to have a lot of energy. You know, like these guys are going to have an extra game. So I really think that we could win this. So I'm going to leave this one 50-50. Para Tigers, I truly believe we got this. The Knights, we got this. The Broncos, if I had to lean one way, it's probably Broncos. Same thing with the Raiders, but I know if we're firing on cylinders, we can do it, or we can get it really, really close. We know that last year, our losses weren't big losses other than the Storm. Going up against Sharks, leaning our way. Going up against Storm, I'm going to be realistic. We're going to lean that way. Manly, it honestly depends on how things fall with DCE out, but I'm going to say this way over us, just because of all the drama that's coming out of that, you know. Oh, my bad. And so I'm just really, really intrigued to see that. The Doggies, we've done it. We can do it again. I'm going to lean our way as well. Going up against Panthers, this is hard to say, but if I'm being realistic, just with the winningness that they have, and I don't know, like coming off a buy and stuff, I'm going to lean that way. Titans in the bag. This is a 50-50. The Dolphins versus Tigers. Again, going up against Knights, we got them, man. We got them. We got the big bodies. We got the speed that we need. The Dragons, this one's going to be... It's hard to say, 50-50, but I might lean 55-45 us just to favor us. Warriors, again, this one's truly is 50-50. This late in the season, I might say that they're probably going to lean their way. Doggies going to come through, destroy them again. Raiders going to lean that way, unfortunately. Para going to lean our way. Then we have our bye, and then it's us. Then it's us again against Roosters. And then Cowboys, it's going to be one of those close games. It could be by a point or a conversion. It's going to be really interesting. Panthers, we could be on an absolute friggin' freight train of a win streak right now, and we come away with a win, or it's going to be the game where we lose, and I really hope that's not the case. But looking at our draw, I'm honestly not too bummed about it. Like, this is one of those ones I'm super pumped about. I'm liking what I'm seeing. AI actually did a half-decent job at this, and I'm pumped about it. We've got a few Leichhardt games. We've got a few Campbelltown games. I prefer more Leichhardt, but I'll take what I can get. We've got, 3 or 4 Leichhardt games, which I'm pumped about. And then we got a few Campbelltown games, and then a lot of it's on the road. And so I think this is only going to strengthen us as, you know, we look into 2027 season, but also into the finals, man. If we can win on the road to these teams in the way that they're in, my goodness, man, we are going deep into the finals. So Tigers fans, footy fans, what do you think of the West Tigers 2026 draw? It's a big one. It's a whopper. I am so pumped about this. I'm going to leave a link in the description where you can look at the draw yourself. But let me know, what is the key matchup of this season that you are pumped for? What round are you most pumped for? But I'm so pumped the way our buys all are spread out. That's going to give us a lot of rest, a lot of opportunity to recover and to train. And I'm pumped about it, man. I could not be more pumped about this draw other than the round 1 bye. So Tigers fans, footy fans, let me know your thoughts. Make sure you tell them, mate, you love them. And it's going to be a great bloody year. And I can't wait to just freaking tuck in with you guys and break this down each and every day throughout the season. My name is Jordy. Love the West Tigers. You guys take it easy, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next video.